Hello, I see you have a few questions about the Wechsler's Intelligence Scale for Children, or the WISC-4, more specifically for Jane Smith, the 10th grader, the 10-year-old who is referred to because she has some academic challenges. Now, before we can get into it, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what the WISC is. The WISC is a widely used tool to understand how well a child thinks and learns. It's not really about a single IQ number, but it's more about how well a child processes information, solves problems, and how they use language. The test is made up of different parts. This measures key areas of thinking. Mainly just four parts. The verbal comprehension, which looks at how well a child understands and expresses ideas using language. Perceptual reasoning, which explores how they solve a problem with visual information. The perceptual, which is reasoning that explores how they solve problems when they see patterns with the visual information. And working memory, which is how they can hold on to information with their mind. Think of this kind of like how well they can develop their muscle memory. And of course, the processing speed measures how quickly and accurately they can make a simple information and respond to it. Now, when you add all these tests and these assessments together, it kind of gives you a big overarching picture of exactly about how best the child learns. So if we look at Jane's score, she's sitting on an overall score of a 97, which makes her an average learner. She's fairly average, just no real setback there. But we'll dig a little deeper in between all of these just to make sure that we get a good baseline exactly where it's lacking. Because sometimes even with the average score, that does not mean that if you're average, there isn't an area that needs improvement on, or there's something that we could do better. So if you look at the verbal comprehension, she's a 104, which is about the average range. She understands the use of language as well as anybody else amongst her peers. Her perceptual scale, I think, was a 102, which again is average. Suggests she's comfortable with visual and spatial problems and solving tasks. But however, where she struggles is her muscle memory, or her working memory, which is at 86, and that's low average. That means holding on to information in her mind while working with it is a little bit of a struggle for her. So when you put this all together, yes, she'll have an average 97 score, but where she might need to work on this may be some more memory exercises, like taking a break, how to utilize her space and time management and learning. In summary, she's capable of learning new. She's going to be just fine. You just got to work on that memory. Memory assessments are the tests that go within it. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.